Well, hello there to my Leos. All right, Leos, this reading is for the 18th through the 28th of April. I think this is going to push us right into the next new moon phase. Yep. I think this cycle actually ends on the 27th. I think we begin a new moon phase on the 27th of April. I'm quite sure we do. Okay, let's get into it. All right. So we had a full pink moon this cycle. For those of you all who follow the moon phases, yep, we had a full pink moon. So we're in the last quarter moon phase, so we're closing out a cycle. So let's get into it, Leos. Let's get right into it. My sunshines. Let's get into it, Leos. Let's go. All right, Leos. Let's do it. All right. So hopefully you all are having a good week. Setting those intentions, Leos. Keeping your vibrations as high as you possibly can. Like I know you are. All right. Don't forget to set an intention every single day. Intentions are very, very powerful. And put in the action behind setting those very high vibrational positive intentions. Let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards. A new partnership, job / love is near. See? Look at you. All right. Okay. Well, all right now. Put it out there in the universe. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Let's go. Let's get an angel number. Let's get an angel number. That's right. Put it out in the universe. If you want the new, you got to do. I don't know how that came out, but you got to put it out in the universe. You got to put not only say it, but put the energy behind it, put the good energy behind it, like high vibrating energy behind it, right? So set an intention. Make sure you have closed out cycles. Take off the rose-colored glasses. We had a pink moon, right? You want to take off the rose-colored glasses, close out cycles in love. Make sure you have room for new. If you want a new love or new job, you got to make sure you're closing out cycles and keep that vibration high, because that's how, right, you're going to call that energy in. If you're around a lot of low vibrating energy, it's a lot of noise down there on that low frequency, right? So you want to keep it high vibration, right? Keep it high vibration. You want to call in that good high vibration energy. You want to get the best of the best job, high vibrating energy. You want that good energy to flow in, right? All right, you don't want any distractions. That's right. 435. Goodbye. The chapter has ended. Something in your life is over. So, and then you're vibrating on the frequency of love. So this is poignant. The present moment requires you say goodbye. Requires you to say goodbye. Say it's okay to be sad, to mourn what was. Your angels hold you at this time. So repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. That's it. At your own pace. That's right. Say goodbye. Close out the cycle in love. This pink right here, I'm talking to men and women, Leos. Say goodbye to what was. Sometimes you got to say goodbye, to people, places, and things. Goodbye. Goodbye. No sarcasm, no nothing. Just goodbye. That chapter is closed. I'm doing some introspection, doing best practices. I'm vibrating at a higher frequency. It's all love. Traveling light. No shade, no nothing. I'm just saying goodbye. I'm moving on, right? I'm cleansing my auric layer. I think I'm pretty sure I gave some tips in like doing cleansing of auric layers, right? And just moving on, and you all are ruled by the sun. When you think about the sun, you think about sunny disposition. You think about that big medicine ball. You think about healing, right? You think about that healing. You think about positivity. You think about sunbathing, right? Right? That sun, that cleansing. Like you think about that sun, you think about how it cleanses gemstones and crystals, so you know what it does for you, right? So let's get it. Let's get it. I've already prayed over the cards, already cleansed the space, right? Yeah. Thinking about keeping it high vibrational and the energies around you. So when you're not trying to invoke nightmares, even the energies around you, you don't want people bringing up stuff where you're not trying to invoke any nightmares, right? You're saying like, you want new, you're not discussing the old, right? Tossing things into a fire bowl, anything that you know is going to invoke any nightmares or put you in a low vibrating space. Like, no, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Moving on, saying goodbye, moving forward in love, right? Let's get it, right? Going into hermit mode where the light can turn on in hermit mode. I'm getting my downloads, right? Yep, I'm in receiving mode. I'm getting my downloads in hermit mode. Going into hermit mode, right? That's where you're taking the cape off. That's where you're saying, you know what, I deserve, right? I deserve the best. Not anything less than the best. I deserve to go in, analyze what is best for me. Okay? Like I always say on my channel, you cannot pour from an empty cup. I deserve to go into hermit mode to analyze what's best for me. Y'all gonna have to start learning to let whoever think whatever. So when you come out, you have analyzed yourself from top to bottom. You study that birth chart. You know what you deserve for you. You know exactly from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet what you need for you. Right? That's it. You are not confused. You're not confused. You ain't getting into no karmic. You're not tied to any karmic relationships with yourself. You're not. Okay, we had to make a little bit more room, Leos. So 4 is an earth number, right? So 4 covers all parts of the earth. North, west, east, south, right? All corners of the earth, right? All parts of yourself, right? Earth, water, air, fire, right? And spirit, obviously, your spirit inside of you. But you're saying you get all bases covered within yourself, right? You know yourself. You're structuring all parts of yourself. +3 + 5 is 8, right? So you're at a turning point. This 5 right here is a midpoint. Between 1 and 9 is a midpoint. So you are learning. This is 3 + 5 is 8. When you turn it to the side, it looks like an infinity symbol, right? Like this right here. It looks like an infinity symbol, right? But it also looks like eyes, right? You are so clear about your vision, source's vision for your life. You are so clear with source's vision, why source has you planted here on planet earth. You love source so much. You know why you are here on planet earth. You're going into hermit mode. The light has turned on. The light is turned on. This is where you're receiving instruction from source on the inside. On the inside. That when by the time you come out, of hermit mode, and this is not you know, isolating yourself from anybody. It's not like you're going in for like 9 months away from everybody, like you're going into hibernation mode. It's just more or less like, you know, you are like structured in a way where you're saying you disciplining yourselves, right? You're disciplining yourselves to really focus on. I'm not trying to save everybody. Like I need time for me, right? Unapologetically. Let whoever think whatever. I'm operating in the spirit of love, for real. I'm not in competition with anybody. It's me versus me. I'm getting messages from directly from source. I'm not confused. I got a calling on my life, and the chapter has ended. I'm operating in the spirit of love, right? I get it now. I'm being called to something that's bigger than me, right? I'm in partnership with Source, right? I got a job to do. I'm being called to something, right? Something, higher calling, right? Got a higher calling. So I'm going into hermit mode because I gotta answer the call. I'm Source, my ears big as satellite dishes at this point. And that's where you are. That's where you are. You're answering the call in your life, right? And you don't need any confusion. No confusion whatsoever. So that's where you are. That's where you are. And you know that Source is love. Right? So you're learning how to be conservative with your time. Somebody's ready to live a softer life. You're being conservative with your being conservative. Right? Being conservative with your time. Being conservative because you're not out here just spending money. You're being very frivolous with your time, right? And Source is going to answer your prayers fast, right? Source is going to answer your prayers fast. Somebody is tired of living a fast life, spending money here and there, jet setting, going here, there, everywhere. See, first everything was outside of you. You felt like you need to be here, there, jet setting, spending a lot of money, wasting time, you know, talking to this person, talking to that person. So it's like, no, I'm going to need you to sit your behind down somewhere. I need you to be in receiving mode. This is a soft life. You want to live a soft life? I'm going to answer your prayers fast, but I need you to get into receiving mode, right? Right? I need you to know your worth and know your value. You're not going to be left out of anything. Know your worth and know your value. You don't need to be everywhere all the time, right? Know your worth and know your value. You hold the key. It's right here. You hold the key. You don't have to make anybody else feel worthless and make them feel invaluable. You hold the key. Right? Everybody is a pick-me spirit to some degree because everybody wants to be a part of something. That's everybody. You want to be a part of this school. You want to be a part of this team. You want to be a part of this. You want to be a part of this conversation, whatever. But the truth is that we hold the key to our own vault door. We do. We hold the key to our own vault door because everybody is created in Source's image, the Creator's image, right? We all hold the key. So we don't need to make other people feel useless or worthless. Everybody has to go through a dark night of the soul. This right here is an initiation. Right here. Go through the dark night of the soul. This is the number 11, right here. Calling, right? Dark light, number 11. Dark light, right? Light high priestess. Yeah, light high priestess. There's a difference between dark high priestess and light high priestess. Dark high priestess gotta go behind people's doors, gotta be nosy, gotta get familiar with why you gotta pray for somebody. Light high priestess, you don't need to get familiar with why you gotta pray for somebody. All you need, Source will give you a download. Let me just start praying for people. I don't need to know why I'm praying for you. Right? Don't need to know why. All I need to know is that Source put it on my heart to pray for you. And I'm going into praying for you. Even if we're apart from each other, I'm praying for you. Right? I know somebody feel like they got the weight of the world on their shoulders. They feel left out of something. They're apart. I'm going into praying for you. Right? Somebody being bullied, praying for somebody. I heard somebody was being bullied. I don't even need to know all the facts. Praying for somebody. Somebody's kids being bullied. I heard somebody, about to lose their house, about to be put out. I don't even need to know all the facts. I don't even know if it's true or not. Praying for them. I don't know if it's true or a lie. Praying for them. Agape love. That's what Source is trying to tell somebody. Something spreading like wildfire while two people apart. Something traveling around the globe. Praying for somebody. While somebody's in hermit mode, there's a bunch of confusion going around. Praying for people. So that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. That somebody made somebody feel worthless. Made two people feel worthless. I'm going into prayer mode. Also, somebody can feel, financially. So some people can be financially independent. Right? So, looking at the cards here, just call somebody to have a nightmare. Call somebody nightmares. Call somebody to have nightmares. But there's two sides to a story. Two sides to a story. Yeah. So what Source is saying to you, something is going to feel, something feels nostalgic. Something is bringing back some childhood memories for you. Now that something is over. Now that something is over, something feels nostalgic to you. Something is bringing back some childhood memories of how things could spread like wildfire. Of how you could be in the house minding your business and how things could just, you could be detached from something and something could just spread like wildfire. You can be in another part of the world and something can spread like wildfire. And how it can affect people all over the world. And it can spread like wildfire. So, and it can cause people nightmares. Cause a bunch of confusion. And turn some things upside down. This is right here. Right here. This is these two bowls. The Justice card. And injustice. Upside down. Both in personal and professional life. Causing injustice upside down. Yeah. An obsession. Some kind of so somebody's learning how to rise above all of this. Somebody's learning how to rise above all of this. All right. And close out some cycles. Learning how to close out some cycles. And again, close out cycles in what? This color pink, love. This color pink connects us with the heart chakra. Heart chakra is a gateway. It's a middle auric layer, and it's connected to the heart chakra. It serves as a gateway to the upper chakras and divine energies. Divine energies. Right? And have a breakthrough. And have a breakthrough. Right? As people go back through memories, go back through their minds and just ask the motive, like, what was the reason? What is the motive? What is the reason? What was the whole point? What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the whole point? What was the whole point of it all? So, the Tower. So it's an upheaval that's happening now. It's an upheaval that's happening. Total recall of a lot of things. Upheaval happening. Some kind of an obsession. These two cards right here makes it very unhealthy, very wounded of a karmic cycle here. Somehow is Scorpio involved in something, or a Scorpio is 8th house, so 8th house. Doesn't mean that a Scorpio is involved in something. It could be, but not necessarily. You could have Scorpio in your birth chart, but Scorpio rules 8th house. You could have Scorpio on your birth chart, but eighth house is about renewal, sexuality, death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, occult, mystery, intimacy, but death. That's some ending of something. Like what was the whole point of all of it? You saying goodbye? What was the whole point? What was the whole point of all of this? Yeah. Shine a light on something. What was the whole point of it? It was shine a light on something. Shine a light. Shine a light. It's really to shine a light on shine a light. Yeah, shine a light. Yeah, shine a light on the future. Shine a light on friendships. Yeah, shine a light on something. What was the point? Yep. So it looks like yeah, it looks like this is interesting. This is a really interesting reading. Hold on for a second, Leo. This is an interesting reading. Because something, looking at your cards here, because when I look at, okay, let me slow down for a second, Leo. So the Judgment card is the outermost planet. So something has been going on for generations. Oh, wow. Okay, so Leos, you you play a very you play a very intricate role in this, because let me see how I can word this. And I know somebody gonna be like, just say it, but it's a lot more. It's a lot more. God, I wish I could. I wish I could put it really put into words um how special Leos play a role in kind of popping the lid off of things. That's why I really need y'all to just remain high vibrational, because it's deeper than just being positive. It's really being high vibrational and operating in North Node. See, when people operate in North Node, I mean, it's not as easy to operate in North Node, because obviously we're all in human form, but like really seeing things from high frequency and recognize that nobody has competition. When you decided to get into North Node, Leos, because at some point you all decided to answer the call. So whoever is part of this collective community, Leos, when you finally decided to say, okay, I'm going to answer the call in my life, I need to slow down and I need to pay attention. I need to come out of I need to take the blindfolds off. I'm going through this in life, that in life, and I'm ripping and running and going here and there, and this person is trying to see me as competition. I need to pay attention and stop getting struck by lightning and this and that happening, and slow down for a minute. Get to emotional maturity. I need to sit down somewhere and calm down, take off the cape, try to stop, save this person, save that person. That's when Source was able to really use somebody's sunlight, your light, because the sun is a star, but the way that Source really need, when you got all the stars aligned in the sky, your light along with other people's light to shine a light on something that needed to be exposed, of some kind of injustice that was being done, because something is coming to light, something generational has been brought to light. That's why something is coming out, Leos, just so you all know. So again, it'll be different for everybody. So this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Because some people have been going through a nightmare for years, and they really needed you all's help, Leos. So don't be so quick when you're jumping into situations assuming the worst. That's why I speak so highly to you all on my channel, even for people who are new to my channel, and assuming that, like when you all come to my channel and assuming that I, the reader, have an issue with Leos. I'm like, wrong channel. Go to somebody else's channel with that, because wrong reader. I show Leo's big love on my channel, so wrong reader. So I know, like, some of the videos that I upload, they don't make it past YouTube's, I guess, screening process. They take them down, and I know that because a lot of you all will send me text messages like, hey, did you forget to put Leo's videos up? They get snatched off because of some of the stuff that I put in my videos, and I know it's because some of the stuff I'm saying in the video, so I gotta be real careful with what I'm wording. And I know a lot of y'all want to just say it, but a lot of them get snatched down. So hopefully this goes up. Just know, when you are operating in North Node, Leos, collectively, when people operate in their North Node, it's actually for the benefit of everybody on planet Earth. Nobody has any competition. Nobody. Stay in light high priestess energy. You've already gone through enough darkness in your life. I'm talking to men and women. Stay in light, High Priestess energy. An injustice was being done to two people. That's what you have in common with somebody. An injustice was being done to people. And that's what a lot of people have in common. And while you were focusing on you, so it's like an injustice of source was needed you to help somebody. You're thinking somebody saw you as competition when basically somebody was trying to snatch you by the hand and say, help me, Leo, help, help. Help, Leo, help. Right? You couldn't see it. You couldn't see it at the time. So it's time to put a manhole cover over the past. I distinctly remember doing a video for you all because I remember saying your universe was in parallel with somebody else's universe, but the same thing, had on blindfolds, couldn't see it. That fire was blazing too hot, you couldn't see it. So now it's time to put a manhole cover over the past. These certain things YouTubers can't say on YouTube because they'll snatch the video off. You can't even put a trigger warning up for it. See, because you can't, certain things you cannot put up on YouTube because people are not ready to hear certain things. People are not ready to hear certain things. Yep. Two people were being bullied. Two people were being bullied. But the message that everybody was getting is that people were being lied to. This right here, these two salamanders on the side of this message, that people were being lied to. So learn how to close out cycles in love. Deal with karmic cycles within yourself as it relates to love. Make sure your frequency is high. So when you're closing out cycles, always close out cycles in love. Close out cycles in love. You inherited a lot of gifts. Put a manhole cover over the past. This is right here. 5 and 6 is 11. Whenever you see the number 11 in any form, 2 and 9, 3, 8, 4 and 7, 5 and 6, 6 and 5, all the way down to 9 and 2. So it's just saying that's a call up from the master teacher, which is source. Get somewhere quiet. You don't have to know what the question is. That's where source needs you to be quiet. Go somewhere, turn off everything, and tune in to that voice within. Source is trying to tell you something. Tune in. Tune in. Somebody has been made to feel worthless since they were younger. All of this, people can't sit next to somebody. Oh, they just want to be a part of something. They mad because of such a... Get out of this. Please release that. People be trying to tell people stuff. Sit down somewhere and get in a lotus position and allow source to download messages to you. I was telling, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go ahead and close out your video. I was telling another zodiac sign, Leos. I used to work with this this young guy. It was a young married couple, but the guy used to work, was one of my colleagues, a young couple. But the guy used to work with me. And it was one of my colleagues, but he had gotten promoted a couple of times. He was moving around from department to department. I won't say what agency I was with. It doesn't matter. But anyway, one day, one of my other colleagues came to me and told me that this person had trigger warning, had taken their lives. And as sad as it was, I wasn't necessarily surprised. This is kind of a high stress job. But it was kind of because of the same mess as this right here. Same mess as that. Same old, and this is a young man. Like I said, he and his wife, they were a young couple. He would always come to work just very high vibe, trying to, I don't think that they had any kids yet, but I think that he was just trying to just be very positive, like probably, trying to take care of his, they were probably, at the age where they were probably getting ready to start a family. But he was always just very kind to everybody. He would go, speak to everybody, always very upbeat and very positive, always speaking to people, always had very kind words to say to people. But I would always notice that it just seemed like certain people would just go out of their way to just, mean-spirited energies. That seemed to be the energy of very mean-spirited people. And I think he just may have just one day just something happened. Because misery loves company. I said that to say, you never know what people are going through. You never know what people are going through. So I was just saying to you, some people don't jump to conclusions and assume that everybody wants to be a part of something. That people don't know their worth and know their value. Some people go out of their way to be mean to other people. This right here. Some people go out of their way to be mean to other people. They literally go out of their way to be mean to other people. So, a new partnership, like I said, in your job or love is near. Source is trying to help you. Like I said, a breakthrough is happening here. Looking at your cards, and you're trying to show the world the real you as a humanitarian. So it's just saying, if you don't want, the nightmares to continue, stop invoking nightmares, stop talking about, the nightmare, stop, invoking them like it's a scary movie. Cut ties with the same, like I said, cut ties with them. Close out cycles in love. Close out cycles in love. Because you don't know what people are going through behind closed doors. You don't know what people are going through behind closed doors. Don't jump on the bandwagon. You have no idea what people are being told about people. That is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Like I said, you got a lot of new things coming your way. And I see you being very successful. You're starting to see things from a higher frequency. I feel like you're starting to see some things from a higher frequency. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I see in your reading. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I see in your reading. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I see in your reading here. See if there's anything else. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, so I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the cards. I think there's anything else on the card. Yeah, but it looks like Source has been trying to show you all something for quite some time. That's what it looks like. It looks like Source has been trying to show you all something for a long time. And somebody poured out a lot. It looks like somebody has poured out a lot. That's what all this water is from. Something is very reflective of this right here. All of this is the people that you're around. That's why we started out with the Hermit card. Source had to put somebody in Hermit mode to learn how to be in receiving mode of some downloads. Of maybe some messages that you got back. So anyway, that is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.